Hey guys, welcome to Film World. Today I'm going to explain a romantic drama film called The Next 365 Days from 2022. Turn on subtitles and spoilers ahead. The movie starts with the funeral of Adriano. During the fight, Laura got seriously injured. Adriano died after being shot. After his funeral, Massimo meets Nacho's family and Nacho's father Giuseppe says that if they start a war between the families, it will be bloody and no one will emerge victorious. So it is better if they forget about the unfortunate event and move on. Massimo says that Sicily is his territory and he will make sure that don't spend another day here. He warns them that if they misbehave, he will turn their house into a graveyard. He asks them to leave within an hour and never step foot again in Sicily. Massimo goes to Adriano's grave and then goes back to his house. When Massimo reaches home, Laura is lying in bed. He goes to her and kisses her, but before they could go any further, Massimo stops saying that it is too soon, as the doctor had asked them not to indulge in anything like that. Laura becomes enraged and declares that she doesn't care what the doctor says, but Massimo refuses to let her kiss him again. So she declares that she knows that what she feels and what she requires, and that it is not lying in bed all day feeling sorry for herself. She walks away after saying that and goes out, where Olga welcomes her and shows her happiness that Laura made it downstairs by herself. An angry Laura says that she is tired of lying in bed with Olga babying her. She says that everyone suddenly thinks they know what she needs. Olga tries to make her understand that they suffered a lot when she was injured and Massimo almost had a heart attack, so they are just worried for her now. Laura says to her friend that she understands it was hard for them, but now that she got a second chance, she wants to make the most of it. She says that they need to celebrate Olga changing her mind about the wedding, so they finally decide to go out. Later, after getting ready, Laura seduces Massimo in a meeting and he finally gives up and they have sex. Olga and Laura go out and Olga asks if Laura told Massimo about going, but she refuses to say that he never tells her when he is going out, so she would do the same. When they are eating at the restaurant, Laura receives a call from an unknown number, and after picking up the call, she immediately recognizes the caller as Nacho. He says that he cannot forget about her, but Laura cuts the call, saying that he should try harder. When she comes back, Olga asks her to tell her everything and ask what happened on the island. Laura says that Nacho is different and he was like her best friend when she was there. Olga is upset and asks how he can become her best friend when they only met for a short time, and if she slept with Nacho, but Laura quickly responds that she did not, but he was there for her when the world was collapsing and he took care of her. Olga suggests that she might be in love with Nacho, but Laura denies it, saying that he is just some guy. They go to a club at night when Domenico approaches Olga and Laura goes to where Massimo is sitting. She sends all the dancers away and she approaches Massimo herself. Later, she wakes up in the bed at home, but Massimo is not there. She goes out and finds him sitting in the lounge and drinking. He asks her what happened on the island, but Laura suggests that she talk later when he is sober. When she gets angry and shouts at her, she says that what happened was that his ex-girlfriend shot her. Massimo says that he is asking about Nacho because she ran away with him, but Laura says that if Massimo had told her he has a twin brother, nothing would have happened. Massimo is still angry and says that the twin brother was the one who told him about the baby, but Laura says that she did this to protect the family because if Massimo had found out about the baby, it would have been a disaster and the baby died because of his enemies. Massimo breaks the glass and goes away while Laura gets a flashback of when she broke a glass on the island and Nacho took great care of her there. Massimo puts her in the bed after she falls asleep on the couch. She dreams about being intimate with Nacho that night, but when she wakes up, Massimo is kissing her. He gets angry again at her weird behavior and storms out of the room. Later, Massimo is playing tennis with his friend Tommy when he receives a call about someone messing up again. He gets angry and goes to deal with it, completely ignoring Laura, who was waiting for him. Tired of chasing Massimo, Laura finally ignores him and goes to the clothing clothing company with Olga. She says that her marriage is falling apart, so she is instead trying to focus on her career. The manager says that they have a lot of work, but Laura says it is great because it will keep her head busy. Laura will focus on her work for the next few days, showing her new designs to her mother via video chats while Olga prepares for her wedding with Domenico. Laura and Massimo are both focused on their work and ignore each other, even when they accidentally run into each other. One day, Laura was working in her office when Olga came running and happily showed her an email. She says that they are going to Portugal for a fashion shop as their request has been accepted. They both shout happily at the news while their manager stands there trying to understand the reason for their extreme happiness. Later, after getting ready, they get in a car to go to the airport. Laura asks Olga if Massimo was at home, and when Olga confirms that he was, she gets sad, saying that he was at home all day and didn't come to say goodbye, and she doesn't think she can fix this now. When they reach Portugal, Laura says that they should rest, but Olga drags her out. They go to a beach, and after hanging out for a while, they go to eat. When they are eating, Laura hears the people at the beach shouting the name Nacho, and when she looks back, her suspicions are confirmed as Nacho is there at the beach with her sister Emilia. She tells Olga about the woman, and then both Olga and Laura hides from her eyes. They successfully get out from there and spend the remaining time traveling to different places. Laura has another dream about Nacho that night. The next night, they go to the party where Laura goes with a woman they were supposed to meet while Olga gets drunk. Laura watches a fashion show where the woman says that she is impressed by her dress and would love to watch her collection. She is looking around when she is approached by Nacho's sister Emilia. Emilia talks to Laura and says that Nacho is not a bad person but just loyal to his father. She says that she knows what he did to Laura was not good, and she was very angry at him when she found out about it, but it gave him a painful lesson and Laura should at least hear him out. Emilia tells her that Nacho is also here, so Laura agrees to talk to him. They go out to a secluded place to talk where Laura tells him that everything was perfect until he showed up and then kisses him. Nacho says that he is in love with her, but Laura stops him from saying anything further, and they both go to Nacho's house. At his house, Nacho says that he has to show her something and then takes her to the beach where he has set up a blanket and a few candles for their date. Nacho tries to kiss her, but she stops him and says she needs more time. Nacho says that he will give her as much time as she needs, as he is willing to wait for her forever. When Laura makes a move to grab her purse, Nacho pulls her into his lap. Laura finally gives in and kisses him and has sex with him. In the morning, when Nacho drops her off, she shows her concern, saying that Massimo will get mad if he is not able to track her. Nacho says that she doesn't have to go back if she doesn't want to, but Laura says that she needs time and will think about it later. Nacho assures her that he will never force her to do anything and that he will always give her a choice, and that was the reason he saved Massimo's life. He says that she loves him and he doesn't want to be with her when she is suffering. He says that he doesn't want her to choose him when she doesn't have any other choice, but he will wait for her until the end. Laura doesn't reply to him and gets out of the car. When she goes inside her house, Massimo is waiting for her there. When he shouts at her again, asking where she went, Laura says that she wants a divorce. She says that when she got shot, their relationship also died at that point, and now she doesn't know what she feels and needs space to sort everything out. After initially resisting, Massimo finally leaves when she is in the shower and leaves a note saying that he is going back to Sicily. After reading the note, Laura just sits there crying when Olga comes to the house. After finding out about everything, Olga gets angry at first, but Laura tries to make her understand and says that she is with her and will support her in whatever decision she makes. After that, Laura goes to meet her parents and tells them that she is in love with someone else. Her mother starts freaking out at first, but then asks her what choice she would have made if she had not been married to Massimo. When Laura says that she doesn't know about this, her mother asks her to figure it out, and then her decision will be easy. Later, she is out with her father when she receives a call from Olga, who tells her that Massimo found out that Laura slept with Nacho and now he will kill her for sure. Laura says that she is not afraid of her husband and that it is time to go back to Sicily, as there must be a reason why Massimo didn't do anything till now. When Laura reaches Sicily, she is surprised to find Nacho as her taxi driver. She asks him if he didn't understand her when she said not to push her, but Nacho says that he is here by risking his life and his father's business because they made a pact with Massimo, but he needed to see Laura. He confesses his love for her and a heartfelt speech, but Laura says that she cannot stay in this situation anymore, so she has to talk to Massimo and needs more time. Nacho accepts her request and assures that he will wait for her. When she reaches home, Olga tells her that Massimo is at the beach, so she immediately goes there to talk to him. Massimo doesn't let her talk and says that he has something to say that he will never be able to tell her if he doesn't do it now. He tells that his life changed after meeting her because he realized what he wanted for himself. He says that he cannot forgive himself for she didn't feel like coming to him after losing their baby. He tells her that he knew about her sleeping with Nacho but didn't do anything about it because when he was a child, his father used to read him a book and there was one sentence that said to let go of your favorite thing, and if it come back it was yours, and if it didn't it was never meant to be. He then asks Laura, "Are you back, baby girl?" and the movie ends. To watch more explanations of these kind of movies, click on the videos on your screen and don't forget to let me know how you feel about today's videos in the comments down below, and at last, thanks for watching.